Hello and welcome to a lovely day at Wicklow. Look at where I am, under a bridge. I've got the sluice box set up behind me. I've got camera 2 for showing the sluice. In terms of the ground I'm working, I'm doing the same concept that I did last time in that I'm not going to sample pan. So what I'm doing instead is I'm just bulk running. Got to dig in around this area here. I'm going to run in around 5 to 6 buckets. I've changed the sluice around a little bit and you'll see that later on. I just want to see if it's working correctly. If it's working correctly and if I can get it working half inch, happy days, I'll get you a lot more material. See how much gold. If there's any gold, if there's no gold, move on downstream, try it again. It's the quickest way to do it. So now that we have the plan and now we know what we're doing, only one thing left for us. What? Yes, of course, it's time for... Let's go find the shiny! Right, you can see I have the bucket set up here beside me. I've got water in already. I have the pan there to dump more water into it. You see where the water is going pretty fast over there? It's gone fast there, but it's slow down here. So what I'm going to do now is, because of the fact that we've got a nice slow flow, and I can easily see where the low part is, this is the advantage of coming up here when you're in low flow. So enough talking, more digging. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm just going to use the cultivator just to pull back some of these rocks here. And now what you could do is, like I'm doing there, how did I manage that? This is one of those things that if I tried to do it, I wouldn't be able to. Look at that. Somehow got it stuck. Right, there we go. So what we'll do is just simply pull back this material. You see where the ground is changing that kind of marbling colour, which is good. So I've dug down a bit. Now the ground is nice and loose, rather than me just simply coming in with a shovel. That's very good. Excellent stuff. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pile up the gravel here, just in the corner, so that when I'm finished for the day, I can very easily just scrape them back into the hole. Because this is a public place, people walk through here all the time. So I don't want anyone to fall into the hole. I like that. Getting into a lot more marbling material here. That's not even a full shovel. Let's get one decent sized full shovel. Yeah, that'll work. So what I'm doing now is going to put you in fast frame mode. I'm going to continue on filling up the bucket, and once you see the bucket pretty much halfway full, then we'll head down to the sluice box and we'll run on through. It's going to be fun. Let's go find the shiny. We'll just have a quick look and see how we're getting on, just for a change of scenery. I have camera 1 and I have camera 2. Yeah, so gravel is packing up a little bit on one side. I'm just going to feed it on through and see what happens. I'm not really interested in catching all of the gold at this moment in time. I just want to see, is there any gold here at all? So let's have a look here now. See how this is going. I think it's working fine. It seems to be working fine with the 1/4 inch. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and get one pan, not even a bucket, one pan of 1/2 inch material. And then we'll come straight back here and we'll see how this works. So this is the area we've been digging out of. We've already got a good sample out of it. We're down about, I don't know, a couple of inches. So because of the fact that we just simply want to test if it'll take 1/2 inch material, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the cultivator, slice up the ground here, because this is still a gravel bar. This is a slow down spot. So as I said before, I'm all about simplicity, trying to simplify things as much as possible. And again, it doesn't matter if this particular patch of ground has gold in it or not. All I really want is to take a pan of anything that is 1/2 inch and just see how the sluice responds to it. Right, so we're just going to fill up with this pan here now. You can see we're getting to a lot of clay material. I'll be almost tempted to test pan that now. Right, oh yeah, and look at that. Wow, that just screams gold. That's nice. Much easier to classify underwater. And then we just spin. Give it a quick bounce. Hold that off to the side. We have a pan. So let's head on down to the sluice box and we'll just see how we're getting on. See how it gets on with 1/2 inch. I think that's fine. That seems to be working absolutely grand. Don't see any issue there. I'll just feed it in by the pan and skip the trail of it. I think what I might do now is actually, even though I said I wouldn't do any sample panning, I think what I might do is just go up and do a quick sample pan with this material, and just to see where we're at. And I'll come back to you in a minute when I have a pan ready. Right, let's crack on with it. This is going to be a good day. Let's go find the shiny. Interesting. So I got one microspeck, which I can just barely see on the screen, and you definitely won't see on this camera, and a good bit of black sand. Given the fact that I got a lot more iron material and a lot more black sand and all the indicators and a tiny bit of micro gold, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch tactics. I'm going to move to here. I'm going to move the bucket to here. Right, let's crack on with it. Let's go find the shiny. I tell you what, I am getting really impressed with the ground here. I've actually gone back all the way back to the car and got my sucker tube, and I've got another bucket. The original idea was I was just going to run 2 or 3 buckets because I wanted to demonstrate if that particular sluice box design works, and also I wanted to see it work on myself as well. So what we're going to do is just going to continue filling up the bucket here, and then yeah, just crack along with it. So let's just go do it now. Let's go find the shiny. So you've seen this process before, nothing complicated about it. Just simply sucker tubing straight out on this ground. Oh yeah, that is getting deep. I'm very close to the edge of my wellies there. So the clear classifier, nice and simple. Spin it. Bounce, spin, bounce, done. Very fast, very simple. Right, so as usual, I'm going to put you in fast frame mode now, so you can watch this process, and then I'll get back to filling buckets. Happy days. Right, let's crack on with it. Let's go find the shiny. Yeah, that's about half bucket, that's not too bad. Right, I'm going to run this down to the sluice box, and then we'll go back into fast frame for the actual process of feeding it. Right, let's crack on with it. Let's go find the shiny. But if I just simply park the material straight on top of the mat, it just acts like any other sluice box. This thing is working. Why change it? We'll find out in a few minutes if it's working. Right, I'm going to get back to filling more buckets, and I'll see you when I have 5 of them done. Let's go find the shiny. Okay, so I have the sluice up out of the water. What I'm going to do now is just going to rinse it down. This is exactly what I did the last time for cleaning it out, and this should work. All I'm going to do is just going to pick up water, the sucker tube, just water on its own. That should work fine. Let's have a quick look at that. So it's mostly clean except for the bottom, so I'm just going to put that in again. A bit more. That looks pretty much clean. Right, I'm going to knock off the camera now, and then we're going to start the panning, and I'll come back to you in a second. We're getting down to the final good stuff. Hopefully some gold. Let's go find the shiny. Okay, so this is all we have. This is it for the pan down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work this on through, and we'll come back behind for the reveal. Hopefully there's something in here. Again, I don't salt. I want to know what's here. If there's no gold here, fine, I'll move on. If there is gold here, I'll come back a different day with bigger equipment to process more dirt. Interesting, I'm seeing lots of black sand. So let's have a quick look together. I'm not expecting the GoPro to pick up anything on here if there's gold here, but at the same time you can see it together. Right, a lot of black sand I saw a second ago. Heaps of black sand, that's good. Yeah, alright. Unfortunately no gold in that. So unfortunately no gold in that one, but having said that, we did get down a good bit. We got into a lot of clay material, and we got a mountain of black sand. So just because we didn't find gold today doesn't mean it's all over. Doesn't mean this place is a bust. So what I might do is for the next day is I might have a wander downstream now, do a bit of sample panning, and if I find out in substantial, then I'll know for the next day where I can go. And that's always what you do. Always leave a little bit of time left over at the end of the day, so you can go downstream, upstream, whichever way you have to, do some sampling, so you know for the next time you're there where the gold is. So hope you've enjoyed today's episode of Sluicing River Gravel with Dream Mat. If you like this video, chances are like the videos I've previously posted and the ones I'll be posting in the future. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and sure catch you in the next one. We can all go, find more shiny. Bye bye.